There's a price to pay to become somebody new. There's a price to pay for change. Do I have what it takes? When you look into my future, can you see me making it?
Okay. 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 Okay.
Well, hello, everyone. Glory be to God Almighty for another opportunity to be here with you for another great episode of Life is a University Show. I am Tyrone Poole, and I want to thank all those who are watching on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and all of my friends on Instagram. Welcome, because we know that teamwork makes the right dreams work for everyone. So, are you guys ready? Are you ready to work that thing? Well, let's WTT 100, shall we? Today, I want to talk, I want to explore. I want to explore a concept that is both profound and transformative. I want to explore the most powerful piece of real estate in the world. And that most powerful real estate, people, is your mind. Your mind, my mind. Now, when I say real estate, majority of you probably focused on physical properties, the land we buy, the homes we build. I believe it's essential to recognize that the true real estate potential lies within us. That's right, it's in us. It's 3 inches. You guys have heard me say that before, right? 3 inches between your ears, our mind. Our minds are the most valuable assets we possess. Yet, the mind often remains undeveloped. Or we got people putting trash in our mind that is their experience and really not ours, because we don't take time to develop ourselves to know who we are. So we have some type of mindset and concept of what other people have told us. But I'll get into that a little bit later. So our mind, I believe, remains undeveloped. I believe majority of us are not maximizing the power of the mind. Now, you have heard me say during other episodes of Life is a University Show that you have next level potential. I have next level potential. I say that because if you woke up this morning and you wake up tomorrow and you wake up every morning for the next 100 years, that is an indication that you have not maxed. You have not maxed your purpose, your potential. Because if you had done everything you were created to do, I believe your time on this earth, in this thing we call a human body, would be over, meaning you would be dead. Your purpose would have been fulfilled. So every morning you wake up, that means that there's more in you. And whatever you did previously, there's more in you. There's more in your mind. There's more that you are supposed to do. Your maximum potential has not been reached yet. Glory be to God. So how many of you right now, how many of you want to maximize your time on this earth? I raise my hand. I want to go to the next level. I want to go to the next level and maximize my potential. And I'm doing it. I am doing it. Believe me. By being here right now, I'm maximizing my potential. Well, I'll say this. In order to make that happen, if you want to maximize your potential, if you want to go to the next level, and if you want God Almighty to say, well done, my son, well done, my daughter, well, in order to make that happen, we must unlock our mind's potential. And as the old saying goes, if you can believe it, if you can believe it, I believe I can fly. Now, I don't know about flying unless I get in a plane. But if you can believe it, you can achieve it. If you can believe it, if you can see it, you can achieve it. It starts right here. So, how do you unlock your mind's potential? Well, consider this. Your mind holds the key to your future. It shapes your thoughts, your beliefs, and ultimately your reality. That's why you got to be careful of the music that you listen to. You got to be careful of the people who speak into your ear. You got to be careful of what you see and what you speak. Because I'm a firm believer. Check it out what I'm about to say. Get your pen and pad. Press a recorder right now if you have not pressed a recorder. Get your pen and pad, because what I'm about to say next, this right here will help you develop and maximize and understand. Everything you will be in the future is already inside you right now. It's all right here. You just got to develop it. You got to develop it. Everything you want to be is right here. You got to develop it. Now, some people like where they are in life. Some people like where their life is headed. I'm doing good. I like where I'm going. I like my purpose. I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose on this earth. And then you got some people who don't like their lives. They don't even like their jobs. Talk about their lives. But there are people who don't like where they are right now. Whether it's your body size, or whether it's your where you are economically, financially, socially, relationally. Some people don't like it. But if you don't like where you are currently headed, if you do not like where you are economically, emotionally, socially, physically, I believe you can do something about it. I believe if you change the way you think, if you change the way you think, you can change how you live, people. I believe it. I believe it. Now, what I just said is not just a motivational phrase. It's a fundamental truth. Fundamental truth. Our mindset influences our actions. Our mindset influences our relationships and our overall quality of life. If you think you're sick, you're going to be sick, right? Anybody ever said anything like this? I was scared to death, right? Or man, I can't do nothing right. So see, all those things that you say right here, it impacts your life. So if you want to change where you are, you got to change it right here. And you can do it. You can do it. Now, the next step in reaching our full potential and unlocking the mind's greatest potential, we must understand wise thinking versus stupid thinking. We must think about wise thinking versus stupid thinking. Wise thinking leads to right living. When we approach life with clarity, positivity, and insight, we empower ourselves to make decisions that align with our goals and values. We become resilient. I just love that word, resilient. If you're going to be great, if you're going to be anything, you got to have resilience. That's like that's like breathing air, eating food, resilience, right? Food, air, water, resilience. So it's a part of life. But we become resilient in the face of challenges. We become open to new opportunities. Now, this is all because we approach life with clarity, positivity, and insight. We empower ourselves to make those decisions that align with our goals and our values. Now, in contrast, right? That's what I just gave you is right thinking, right? Wise thinking. In contrast, stupid thinking. Stupid thinking dominated by negativity, added into it and stirred around with self-doubt. And then you sprinkle a little bit of limiting beliefs, leads us to a life of frustration and missed potential. It confines us. It prevents us from realizing our dreams. And I think I'll say this, I go on record and I'll say this right now. I think the worst thing that can happen to someone in life, the worst thing that can happen to someone in life is to live in regret. I'll try something, and if I fail at it, I can live with failure because at least I know I tried it. But to live in regret, that means you never gave yourself an opportunity. And then when you start seeing other people succeed at it, you now want to get mad at them. Oh, you should point the finger at yourself, right? And then challenge yourself. Did I have limiting beliefs? Did I have self-doubt? Did I have stupid thinking? Now, the next step to unlocking your mind's potential, because that's all I'm talking about right here. I'm talking about your ability. After you leave this show, looking at this episode, I hope that you go back and rewind it. Whenever you're feeling down, you come back to this episode and understand that you are the one that's in control right here. That's my purpose. So if we want to unlock our mind's potential, we also must understand. Woo, this is big right here. This is big what I'm about to say. To unlock our mind's potential, we must, you must, I must understand that you are, write that down. You are, or should I say, write this down. You are what you think you are. You are what you thought you should be. So again, if you don't like how you living, if you don't like how your body looks, if you don't like your job, you are what you think you are. You are what you thought you should be. So remember, you are what you think you are. Your self-perception shapes your reality. If you think you are a king, then you will act like a king. If you think you are a queen, you will think and act like a queen. It's your self-perception. It ain't nobody else. It's not what they say about you that determine whether you win or lose. It's what you say about yourself that shapes your reality, people. If you believe you are capable, you will act in ways that affirm that belief. That's why people who have low self-esteem, when they come across somebody that has confidence, the person with low self-esteem says that the person who's confident is arrogant. Oh, look at her. She is so arrogant. I just don't like the way she dress or the way she look or the way she acts. Or guys do it too now. Look at him. He think he's all that. He think he's all that in a bag of chips. But you know what? They think like that, whether male or female, adults or children. They think like that because they learned something about themselves. They tried something. They did it. And the more you consistently do something, the more it builds up confidence. It's just like muscles. When you go to a weight room, the more you put stress on that muscle, the bigger and stronger it gets. So when you go back to that weight that you started out with after you've been working out for years, man, look here, that ain't nothing. That ain't being arrogant. That's being confident because I know I've done it before. But for those who's struggling with the weight that I've overcome, they call it arrogance. Oh, T-Poo, man, look here. Well, I can shut the show down. Can I shut the show down right there and leave? That one right there is worth the whole admissions of coming and watching Life is a University show. Now, on the flip side is if you see yourself as limited, limited thinking, you may never strive for greatness because you're always going to allow fear, other people's perceptions, and what people say about you to keep you from going farther, jumping those hurdles, going around that wall, going under that wall, going over their words, through their words. So again, people, the thoughts you nurture in your mind can either propel you forward or hold you back. So stop blaming other people. It's not them. Stop blaming other things. Stop blaming other places. You are the one holding yourself back. Because God gave you everything you need for the future in you right now. Nobody else is coming to add something to you. You got to do it yourself. And it starts right here. You need to maximize and develop that undeveloped real estate, your mind. Now, I have to take a commercial break. So don't go nowhere. But when I come back, I'm going to give you 5 ways to develop that undeveloped real estate that sits 3 inches between your ears. So don't go nowhere. I'll be right back with more Life is a University Show.
Hello, my name is Elijah and my body is my business. When I want to outperform my competition, I use TNT Nitric Shock pre-workout powder. It gives my body energy to maximize my performance. Take your performance to the next level and use Work That Thing TNT pre-workout powder.
Winning! It's not just a crown or a trophy. It is the process. It is who I am becoming. And that is how we win. If you're going to hit your goal and if you're going to punch through your targets, you have got to see differently. You have got to think differently. You are going to have to connect differently. You're going to have to communicate differently. One day, I just decided.
My name is Tyra Poole, and my body is my business. Work That Thing supplements and apparel.
Expectation. You got to go to the next level. There's always another level.
All right. Welcome back to Life is a University Show. I am Tyrone Poole, and today's topic, we're talking about the most powerful yet undeveloped real estate in the world. That's right. The mind. The mind. It is the most undeveloped real estate in the world. So, how do you start developing your mind? How do we begin to cultivate this incredible piece of real estate? Well, I'm glad you asked. So here are my 5 actionable steps that you can take, that I can take, that we can take. Take these steps together so that we can cultivate and develop a mind that is truly unstoppable, so we can maximize our potential. The first thing we have to do, we have to embrace positive thinking, people. Positive thinking. If you want to cultivate that thing that sits 3 inches between your ears, so you can become everything that God says you can be, you have to embrace positive thinking. I mean, you got to challenge negative thoughts. You got to challenge negative situations. You got to challenge negative vibes from other people, even sometimes yourself. Sometimes you can speak negatively to yourself, but you got to challenge those negative thoughts. And you have to replace those negative thoughts with empowering affirmations. I am. I know. I am doing it. I know I can do it. I love doing it. You must believe in your potential. Remember, I said it's not what other people say about you that determine whether you win or you lose. It's what you say about yourself. My question to you, how often are you watering? Are you watering and fertilizing your mind? So that's what we have to do. Now, the next thing we have to do after we decide to embrace positive thinking, we have to pursue knowledge. Pursue knowledge, people. Invest time in learning. Read widely. I mean, read things, right? Because I believe that everything in this world has principle. It's principle based. It's just a different experience. So that's why I like to say, listen to everybody. Listen to everybody, because everybody has a piece of the principle. No one in this world knows everything. I don't know everything, but I believe everybody in this world knows something. So you got to be able to listen. You got to be able to read. Sometimes people leave wisdom in books. And with technology, you can go and you don't have to go and buy the book. You can actually use your finger and you can download all the information you need. So people, there are no excuses. Pursue knowledge. Invest time in learning, reading widely. Seek new experiences. Don't be trapped by tradition, because tradition limits innovation. Woo, say that again, T-Poo. I don't think they heard you. They were writing while you were talking. Tradition, people. Tradition hinders innovation. So that's why you got to seek new experiences and engage in discussions that expand your horizons. It's like putting air in a balloon. The more I blow into that balloon, the more it expands because I'm putting something in. So the more you expand your horizon through discussions, you expand and maximize that real estate that sits 3 inches between your ears. Now, the next step to unlocking your mind's full potential, we have to create a positive environment. You have to create a positive environment. You must surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. And I am a true believer that your environment significantly impacts your mindset. And check this out. I'll give you guys an example how your environment significantly impacts your mindset. Now, I want you to think about a concert. You guys are concerts. You are the performer on the stage. You're singing to everybody who's coming to watch you. You are living your life in front of people. So you are the artist on the stage. You are the actor, the actress. So I've learned that the people who are the closest to the stage, whether it's in a concert or whether it's in a theatric play, the people who are the closest to the stage are the ones that can impact the performer the most. So that's why you have to choose your friends carefully. You have to choose your environment carefully. You have to be, you just got to watch the people who you sit in the front row. So that's why you want people who going to uplift you, because I'm a firm believer that somewhere in this life, as you choose to maximize your life, you're going to have some down moments. Even a performer on stage, sometimes they forget the lyrics. But it's the fans in the front that clap their hands regardless that gets them back on track. So that's why your environment is so important. You got to create a positive environment, people. Now, the next thing we got to do, number 4, we got to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness. You must take time to reflect on your thoughts and your feelings. And check this out. Mindfulness helps you become aware of negative patterns and encourages positive change. Didn't know that, did you? But in order to have mindfulness, you got to have peace of mind. Peace of mind, a peace of mind that surpasses all understanding. People, they're gonna be like, how does he do it? How does she do it? It's the God in me. Keep on going, T-Poo, but I'm about to pass the collection plate around in a few. But but finally, people, our next step to unlocking our mind's potential, we have to set intentional goals. We have to set intentional goals. We must define what we want to achieve. You must define what you want to achieve. Now, setting clear goals. After you have defined what you want to achieve, then you have to set clear goals. Attainable goals now. You got to make them clear and attainable. These goals, they will provide direction and motivation. Now, as I conclude this episode, I know it was a good episode, great episode, and I know I helped somebody out there. They've already changed their mindset. I got to do it. Somebody somewhere has just said, yes, I can. Maybe you need to say it right now. Yes, I can. So as I conclude this episode of Life is a University Show, I must remind you that the most powerful yet undeveloped real estate in the world is your mind. You have the power to do something about it. That's the great thing about it's your life. You have the power to do something about it. It's your life. And you can do something about it by changing the way you think. You can change your life from being negative to being positive. It's up to you. You can go from average to great. It's up to you. So just by thinking and choosing to have wise thinking over foolish thinking, and to remember that you are what you think you are. So my challenge to you and my encouragement to you is, let us invest in our minds. Let us cultivate our thoughts and unlock the incredible potential that lies within us. So, until next episode, people, I pray that you prosper in everything and be in health, just as your soul prospers. And if today's episode was impactful to you in any kind of way, please send us an email and share your thoughts. info@lifeisauniversity.com. Also, if you are looking for a unique speaker with a universal message, and you are having a corporate event, a workshop, a college program, a church function, and you need that person, well, I'm here to tell you that I am that unique speaker with a universal message. So send me an email at bookings@tyronepool.com. And please do not forget, experience work that thing. It's all about the E, people. A mindset that is full of energy, a mindset that is effective, a mindset that is efficient, a mind set in the right environment. So whatever excites you to earn that thing is a mindset experience. I love it. What do? We work that thing. What is it all about? It's all about the E. Until next time, people, love, peace, and joy. I am out of here. WTT 100.